Hey everybody, welcome to Parallel and Perpendicular Lines 8-4. This little video here is going to be a review about equations of lines, in particular one example. And really is one example that we're going to need in this section. Some of you could probably skip this video if you already know how to do all of this, but I thought I'd just throw this out there as a quick refresher and do one example with you. So let's get to work here. All right, so if you remember back in the day, because it's been a long time since we've done this, and honestly, and most of the time when I teach Math 1, this comes up during the unit on equations of lines. Now, for some reason, this module, this new stuff we've been working on, they throw it in the geometry unit, which also makes sense. Okay, so I'm not saying it doesn't make sense. I'm just saying it's usually done before now. But here we are, and we need to start thinking about equations of lines again. All right. Now, if you go back and think about this, when you were writing equations of lines, really our favorite form, most of us are attracted to write them like this, not standard form. And when we write an equation of a line, we need two things basically. We need a slope, and I'll tell you what, you need a slope m and a y-intercept b. If you know those two things, you can write one right away. It's really easy. But in particular, what we'll run into a lot of times when we're doing these parallel and perpendicular lines is we're going to have to find a way to write an equation of a line through a particular point with a given slope. Note that this is not the y-intercept. If it was, this would be super easy, right? It wouldn't take any steps at all. You just write it. But that's not the case, and very seldom is. So let's do this one together. We have to write an equation of a line through the point 3, 5 with a slope of 2. Okay, I'm not going to use any kind of graph to do that. I guess you could, but it would seem to me a little bit slower. So I'm going to go right to work on it. Let me move my picture out of the way here. And we need an equation of a line. And so far we know this. Y equals, I'm told I have a slope of 2. Right? So I have 2x, but I don't know this b that we're looking for. All right, so but I do know something. Whenever we find this equation, this point has to satisfy the equation. So that allows us to use substitution and solve for this question mark we don't know. So we would write 5 equals 2. There's that slope. We're using it. Times 3 plus this question mark happens to be our b. We don't know what it is. All right, so we're going to multiply right quick here. That's a 6 plus b. Subtract it over. And I get what? -1 is b. All right, so now we're ready to write our equation. Looks like it's going to be 2x minus 1. And I hope that you found that helpful. If you watch this video really quick, it'll help you on the next ones because I won't spend as much time on those explaining them. All right. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in the next